Weekly rotation time, guys. So these are 7 fragrances that I wore throughout the week. So I'm gonna tell you guys the performance of these fragrances that day, the compliments, and how many sprays that I sprayed when I wore these fragrances. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Yo, what's up guys, Yves here, welcome back to another video. Weekly rotation time. We're just gonna fly through these really quickly because my weekly rotation has been very long lately and I realized that. So let's shorten it up a little bit. First one, last Monday, I wore Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme, my favorite fragrance right here. I wear 3 sprays of this one all the time. I normally don't go more than that unless I'm wearing it in the winter time, which I would go 4. But my 3 sprays is 1, 2, and the third one behind my neck. If I'm doing 4, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, guys, so this one, 0 compliments that day. Very sad day, but it was my day off. It's not like I went to see anyone. But yeah, this one, no compliment that day. For those of you guys who wanted to know, this is though still an amazing fragrance. This is my #1 still, and I'm surprised how consistent it is at being my #1. Despite how my tastes have changed throughout the years, this one is still #1. I still love this thing. I'm sure you guys have fragrances as well that you guys are like really in love with, like this is your baby type of thing, you know what I mean? We all have those fragrances. So to make this actually more interesting, comment down below right now which fragrances are your babies, like your favorite, your dying love, like you would never be separated from said #1, you know what I mean? Comment just one though. I only want to know one of your most favorite fragrance ever. Comment that down below. I'm genuinely really curious on which fragrances that you guys are just totally in love with. And I'm sure some of you guys are in love with pretty like obscure fragrances sometimes, or sometimes pretty popular fragrances, you know? So yeah, comment that down below. I'm really interested to finding out. Moving on now, we have Tuesday, and Tuesday I test out YSL Y Live. Now this one, so good, man, so good. I actually wore this one 3 times this week, but I'm gonna include other fragrances because I wear multiple fragrances in a day, so I still have 7 fragrances right here for you guys, but I wore this 3 times, man. It's so good. I really cannot stop smelling it. It's one of the best blue fragrances ever. Like really good addition to the blue fragrance team. So good, so good. Really like this one. I wore 3 sprays of this one on the first day, 1, 2, and 3. The other days I wore 4 sprays, 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason being is that I just like it so much. I love the cloud that it brings around my skin. It's just so nice, so pleasant, and it's kind of unique in a way in the blue fragrance zone. It's not like Dior Sauvage, it's not like Bleu de Chanel, it's not like Dylan Blue, it doesn't take, you know, too many inspiration from those. It's really much kind of its own DNA still. It has a lot of that YEDT DNA. The thing that it does take though is Invictus and Invictus Aqua. It takes nuances from those fragrances, blend with the original YEDT, and you get the Y Live. But still to me, very nice fragrance. It's one of my favorites so far that I've discovered lately. And the more I wear it, the more I just really enjoy it. It's just phenomenal. Oh my God. It smells so good. Man, for you guys out there who really likes blue fragrances, who really like fresh shower gel type fragrances, and you're looking for something that's a tad bit different, but still very mass appealing at the same time, super good. This one though, got 0 compliments from me that day. This is sadly a 0 compliment week. One of those weeks again. It happens a lot more than getting compliments for sure. You guys know, you guys wear fragrances, you guys don't get compliments all the time. Same with me, especially I see the same people every day. I work the same job. So yeah, they know I wear fragrances and sometimes they don't mention anything about it anymore. So yeah, this one, 0 compliments, again, 0 compliment week, but still a fantastic fragrance, and I have zero doubt in my mind. Based off my experience, this is a monster in terms of mass appeal. So yeah, Y Live by Yves Saint Laurent, Tuesday wearing. On Wednesday, I wore the other flanker in the Y line. This one is YEDP. Now I wore this one to kind of test to see which one I like better between the Live and the EDP, because the EDP is a really nice release, very popular release, tons of people love it, tons of people get compliments from it, including myself. I've gotten some compliments from YEDP as well. It's just a really nice, sweet nighttime fragrance. In the Y line, it smells really nice. To me though, it does come up a little bit sweet off my skin at times. That a tad bit off-putting sometimes for me personally. Everyone else loves it, but for me, just a tad too sweet at times. So I was gonna see which one I like more between the Y Live and the EDP. And right now the verdict is leaning towards the Live version for me. This one is just easier to wear, more fresh, more invigorating, more versatile than the EDP for me. it just smells really, really nice. I love the Live so much. EDP is still amazing though, but if I had to pick one right now, I like the Live a little bit more than the EDP. But yeah, this one, 3 sprays as well, 1, 2, and 3. Very nice fragrance, especially for the evening time, especially for dates or nights out or party mode. It's just really nice. Grab this one if you guys have not done so yet. Actually, check out the whole Y line. The EDT is also really good. Live is good, EDP is great. So very, very nice line so far. I thoroughly enjoyed. But right now, the verdict, Y Live is my favorite from the line. Moving on to Thursday, this one I wore quite a few times as well. I even wore it once before bed as well too. This one is Moschino's Toy Boy. Really grew on me. It's just fantastic. Love it so much. And this one, in fact, does not have any incense in it. I know I said it smells like incense before, but here's my defense. It has a lot of dry notes. A lot of these drier notes, drier florals, drier fruity notes, drier spices, kind of convey a dry incensey type of vibe. And some of you guys are actually gonna feel like there's a little bit of incense in here. And you know, that's normal because of all these drier notes that kind of conveys an incensey dry type of feeling. But in reality though, it does not have any incense. It's a lot of dry florals, a lot of dry rose, dry fruity notes, dry spices. But overall, very unique creative composition. Love this one so much. It's the best fragrance that I've discovered so far in terms of creativity. I'm really glad Moschino really takes their own direction with this one. They don't follow any other brands. I'm super happy that they don't follow trends and they decide to create something out of left field that really works for me. It's just good. It's creative, but yes, still wearable. It takes confidence to wear, but it's a fantastic fragrance. This one, I only wear 2 sprays, 1 and 2, because it is a heavier fragrance. The fruity notes, the floral notes really plays a huge role in this one to add a really nice denseness. It's all dry smelling, but it's so dense, it's so packed together really well. It smells like it's really well blended, but it is thick, dude. Double C type of thick. So 2 sprays is good enough for me. 3 sprays is cloying. I wore 3 sprays the first time I wore this one, and it came off a little bit too cloying at times, especially when it's too hot in my car or something like that. So 2 sprays for this one, to me, I found right now is the perfect balance. 3 sprays sometimes if it's cold, but 2 sprays for me is the sweet spot for Toy Boy. 0 compliments again, 0 compliment week. But yeah, Toy Boy, creative designer fragrance. Check this one out if you guys have not done so yet. Highly recommended from me so far. Next we have Friday, and Friday I was filming for Decant Boutique, Decant Video, and I was gonna review Pure XS. So I decided to wear Pure XS to remind myself of what it smells like, and I love this one. I don't know why I don't talk about this one so much anymore. It smells so nice, creative, sweet scents from Paco Rabanne, and Paco Rabanne does sweet scents really well, man. 1 Million was creative and groundbreaking for its time. Invictus was creative for its time as well. Pure XS is another groundbreaking sweet fragrance for its time. Of course, there's also 1 Million Privé, 1 Million Lucky. They're all creative. They're all creative sweet scents that works. This one, same thing. It has a Coca-Cola vibe. Undeniable Coca-Cola vibe, by the way. If you smell this and you don't get Coca-Cola, you're lying. It's Coca-Cola. It is Coca-Cola with an added sweetness. It just smells so good. Very creative. I super like this fragrance. To me, I think the reason I don't wear it enough is simply because it can come off too much at times. This one though is one that I would only recommend wearing 2 sprays. Much like the last one, it is a thicker fragrance. So this one, only 2 sprays for me, 1 here and 1 here is plenty. It smells really nice. It is a little bit too creative for its own good sometimes. Some people might not like how aggressive it might come out. But for me, I like it. I like it a lot. I like that they always try to find some new way to do mass appealing sweet fragrances. Paco Rabanne, top-notch company for that. And this one is a gem. I've tried a night version, but I like this one a lot more. Next we have Friday, and Friday I wore Absolute Gold edition. Gold. This one is so good. Very good. It's growing on me. It's at almost the same level as the Absolute, the original Absolute. I might like the original Absolute just a tad bit more still because it is a little bit more youthful. But this one is really nice, guys. Really nice. In terms of the differences in DNA though, I would say they're very similar. They're like 80% similar, 75%, 80% similar, but they're very similar. There's very little differences. For me, the big difference that I get is the saffron. The saffron just shines off my skin all day long in the Absolute Gold version. And the saffron, this one does not come off too pungent, too punchy, too spicy, like how it can come off in a lot of Middle Eastern style fragrances. This one is pretty much a toned down version, a smoothened out, a round out version of saffron that blends in really well with the creamy sweetness that is this fragrance. Really, really nice. I like this one a lot. To me, a nice addition to the collection. Is it redundant to own? If you already have Absolute, perhaps. Yeah, because you're gonna use it in the same situation. So it's an either or. If you smell both, just pick one. It's really redundant to own both of them. But for me, am I glad I own both? Absolutely, because I like it. I like both of them. I would like to switch them up when I can, so I'm glad I own both of them. So yeah, Absolute Gold, this one, 3 sprays, 1, 2, and 3. Really good fragrance. Lastly, we have Sunday, and Sunday I wore Wood Neroli by Bvlgari. This one I got in just a couple days ago, and I just wanted to test it out. And it smells really nice. The one problem I have with it, performance. It kinda is bad off my skin. I wore 4 sprays, that 1, 2, 3 spray, and I love the smell. That's why I bought it. When I first smelled this first impression, I really dig it. I really wanted the bottle, but at the time, it was very expensive. Now I found this tester bottle, this unboxed version on FragranceNet for I think around $50. I picked it up right away because normal price it was like $80 or something. At that price I would say extremely expensive, but 50 bucks here is nice, but disappointment side of it is that performance doesn't really do well. I should have guessed though, it is a Neroli based clean fragrance, so I shouldn't really expect the performance to do all too good, but I want it to last a little bit longer than that. This one is one that I'm gonna get 0 compliments from. No comment getting potential whatsoever for me, unless they're with me the first 30 minutes. If they're with me the first 30 to 40 minutes, I might get a compliment, but besides that, man, it's very close. Unless they're super close to me, they're not gonna smell it, which is a shame, but it's okay. Sometimes I gotta wear fragrances for myself, and I still stand by the smell of Wood Neroli. It still smells absolutely fantastic. I love this one. Really nice, modernized version of a clean Neroli scent. You know, like Neroli Portofino and 4711. Those two are really good, but they're a little bit more old school. This one's very modernized. The woody notes in here is really nice, and it's just an overall nice scent. It's just sad that the performance is just not on par. If the performance was better, I would highly recommend this one to you guys, but for right now, off of one testing, not so much. But I will be reviewing this one later on in the future, so yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys, that's it for this weekly rotation. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Peace out and bye.